chase it. Money's moving to me. I'm a millionaire. Money better cases. I ain't gotta chase it.
Hey, hey, hey. What's going on, beautiful people? Happy Monday to you all. I hope that you have had an amazing day thus far. If not, darling, it's about to get that much better. So if you're watching me live, go ahead and let me know where you're watching from. Rep your city, rep your country. Let me know where in the virtual building you are watching me from on tonight. Let me know who is here. Go ahead and comment. Rep your city, rep your country. And listen, y'all, I'm a little too excited if you can't tell. Y'all see the lights back there. Let me tell you something. It does not take a lot to make me happy. Do you hear me? My girl came and put up some Christmas lights for me, a little decor, and I was like, yes, I feel the Christmas spirit. I'm so happy. But listen, y'all, go ahead and chime in. Let me know who's here. I'm going to go ahead and get started with my intro as I always do. My name is Sharita Leon. I went from being a homeless, disabled single mom to a two-time #1 best-selling author with books that won the best-selling list for over 2 years straight. I'm also a life, relationship, and business coach and internet marketing strategist, entrepreneur, international speaker, and the protege of legendary Les Brown, a Forex trader and investor, and I empower my tribe to live their God-given purpose while creating wealth and have healthy relationships. I'm also a believer, and my faith is exuded in all that I do. So welcome, everyone. As you see in the title of this broadcast, I need you to get your expectations up. I need you to get your expectation up. Why is that? Because literally, in order for you to create the things you want to create in life, to manifest what you want in life, there's a certain level of expectation that is required. And oftentimes when we go through certain things, it kind of questions if what we really want can actually happen. We start to kind of dim down our light. We start to kind of sway to the left a little bit when we want to really be manifesting what we say we desire. And when you have a year like 2020 has been to many people, it can really start to make you not expect the great things that are actually out there for you. So tonight, what my intention and goal is to sow the seed into your life for you to get your expectation levels back. Why is having your expectation even that important? See, having your expectation is part of your faith process. Having expectation is part of your manifestation process. You cannot begin to think you're going to have something that you're not expecting. But more importantly, when you are expecting something, your behavior changes, right? When you expect something, you kind of do things a bit differently. Let me give you a quick example. So tonight I was waiting for a package from Amazon like all day, and I needed it to come before 6:30. I'm like, I need you to come before 6:30 because I need to use this for X, Y, and Z. And I'm just stalking the app. Okay. Anybody else ever do that? You're out here looking at the app, trying to figure out when is UPS going to come? When is FedEx coming? That was me. So I'm looking every few minutes to see where this delivery person is at because clearly they're taking too long. But the reason why I was able to look at the app as much as I did was because I was expecting something that I knew was coming my way. I need y'all to get that. I was expecting something that was coming my way. And because of my expectancy, I was checking every few minutes. Because of my expectancy, I knew that I had to make sure that I was home. When you are expecting something, one, you believe it's coming. When you are expecting something, one, you believe it's coming. You know it's on the way. When was the last time you believed and expected the good marriage? When was the last time you expected and believed the increase financially? When was the last time you expected reconciliation in your relationships or with your family? When was the last time you expected these things truly that were to the point where you showed up differently? Were you looking for it? Were you anticipating it? See, the other thing with expectation is that it puts out a certain energy. When you are expecting something, you're putting out the energy that you know something has to be coming your way. Expectation is the birthing ground for your faith to manifest. And so when you literally choose to expect whatever you've been decreeing, whatever you've been waiting for, whatever God has promised you, It puts out a certain energy out into the universe to now allow for it to be attracted to you and make its way to you. Regardless of how many pit stops may be on the journey, you know that this package is coming to you. Tonight, I want to get your expectation back up because I don't want you to end 2020 the way you might have been going through the past few months. And I certainly don't want you to open up 2021 not expecting it to be even greater than this year was. Because a lot of times when our past experiences make us feel as if it didn't work out, it didn't work out then, so it may not work out now. Greetings, Nana. It didn't work out then, so me. You know what? I probably shouldn't even begin to think about it. Maybe I should just let it go. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. We become indifferent. Well, let me tell you something. Being indifferent does not get you what you want. I'm great and grateful. Thank you for asking. Being indifferent doesn't get you what you want. Why is that? Because there's no definiteness of purpose. Whenever you are wanting to manifest something, you must be specific and you must be clear as to what it is that you want. And having an indifferent attitude about life, about what you actually think may happen or what you want to happen, is not going to give you the results that you want. So, regardless of what may have taken place last year, this month, today, go back and get your expectation up. Because I'm telling you right now, once you start expecting something, you show up differently. You show up differently to the world when you are expecting something. When you expect your paycheck on that Friday, honey, you show up looking for that. Let them not give you your check. You're going to have some problems, right? Well, that should be the same stance you have on your purpose. That should be the same stance you have on your business. Are you expecting people to do business with you? Are you expecting people to join your business? Are you expecting to have customers? Because we can always tell when your expectation is drifting. Your conversations change, the verbiage change. You pretty much kind of no longer plug in. That means the expectation has now been lifted. And so tonight, I want you to go and write down some of the things you were expecting in 2021 and they didn't manifest. I want you to write down how those things not manifesting made you lose your sense of urgency, made you lose your sense of excitement and expectation. Write that down because you want to deal with that emotion. You want to be conscious of it. See, a lot of times we're not conscious of what's taking place. We're not conscious of how we're feeling. And sometimes we're not even conscious of the fact that we've lost our expectation. I remember years ago, my best friend and I were speaking, and she said, "Well, Sharita, do you even want to get married anymore?" And I was like, "Where is this random question coming from?" And it was because I had stopped speaking about it. Here I was, someone that was always talking about my husband and this is that, and whatever the case may be, and I just stopped speaking about it. And it wasn't intentional. I just subconsciously, I started to believe it wasn't going to happen. It didn't matter to me. I was indifferent. And she asking me that question sparked up the consciousness that I needed to realize that there was some doubt and unbelief somewhere that I had to tackle, get rid of, and build again with faith. That's the power of consciousness. Because once you're aware of something, you can now address it. So write down what those disappointments created for you. And now I want you to write down what you're going to do to build back that expectation for that very same thing that you said you wanted. Regardless if there's only a few days left of this year, and even if it doesn't manifest this year, going into 2021, be intentional about it and lift up the expectation once again, knowing that it has to come. One of the scriptures in the Bible talks about how God goes around, hoovering to see who he can bless, who has the expectation to actually receive. There is something magical about expectation that draws people in that want to bless you. I'm telling you, my friends and my family used to make fun of me all the time because listen, I'm that faith girl, and when I believe something, I'm expecting it. I speak that way regardless if it shows up or not. And so I act as if, right? And so I would position myself in great expectation for something, and I would position myself around the people and or things that I knew I needed or wanted, and things would begin to happen. Things that wouldn't make natural sense would happen because of the energy that I put behind what I was expecting, showing up a certain place. So write that thing down and then expect it to happen for you. Expect the promises to be yes and amen, regardless of how crazy it may look. And then be bold enough to go out there as if it's already done. Be bold enough to go out there as if it's already done and watch what happens. Literally, things start to align to get you to that end goal. Don't wait for everything to be all figured out. Listen, I was having a conversation with someone and I told them that, you know what, you need a change of environment. You need to move. Like you've been in this, this area, this state for some time, and without you realizing it, you're moving really slow. There's a certain level of expectation and energy that's not present right now, and you don't even realize it. And see, this is why environment is so crucial. Environment is everything. Because if you're around some really slow moving energy, maybe some real small little country town and people just think a certain way, but you're not that person. You're always thinking progressively and you find yourself shrinking. It's because your environment is not conducive for where you need to go. And so I had to remind that person that you need a quicker pace. You need to change things up a bit. And it brought me back to when I used to live in this really small country town in the Poconos. And while I was there, I felt like, oh my gosh, like what is happening? This is not for me. I felt like I was just slowly shrinking. Like there were about 895 people in that whole town, and that did not include my daughter and I. Okay. It was a country little tiny town with no fast energy, people just there. And I was like, I need a shift. I need to move. My expectation level was diminishing. I didn't expect all the great things that God had spoken to me because I was in this environment with everything being so slow, nothing exciting, nothing moving, no real frequency to attract what I wanted. And so I knew it was imperative for me. I needed to get to New York. And this is why I love New York City. There's a certain energy in New York City. The moment you hit the grounds, you feel it. You walk by Times Square, pre-COVID, and you feel an energy, fast paced, everyone moving, everyone trying to get to their goal and their destination. There's a certain energy that creates magic. And so I had to be around that to create what I wanted. I needed to be around the people that can align with what it is I was doing. I had to be around that energy that expected more out of life. And so it is for you. There's some things you need to shift. Some of you may have to take that faith move and move physically, while others of you have to make the mental shift to start that expectation back up once again to manifest what you want, regardless of what you see on the outside, and making not only the end of 2020 strong, but creating a 2021 that is historic. And every single one of you have that opportunity. So I want you to go ahead, do the assignment I gave you, right? And make sure you make it work and let us come together, right? Come together in agreement of really raising up our expectation and seeing how powerful things actually become for you. So I thank you all for watching. Listen, if you would like to work with me personally and help, you want me to help you get the bag, honey? You want me to show you how to get to the money? You want me to show you how to coach you to getting your expectation levels up? Either way, inbox me. If you're watching from YouTube, you can email SharitaLeon@gmail.com or find me on Facebook. Inbox me and I'll be more than happy to help you do so. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, only believe until the end and go get your life. Be blessed, everybody.
I'm a millionaire, money better cases. I ain't gotta chase it. I'm a millionaire.
Get your money. Get your money.